So today's topic is current affairs analysis in March 2021. So that will be our today's lesson. So basically today we have four content or four news that has to be covered. That is UAPA, Unlawful Activity and Prevention Act versus Article 19. Second, cyber volunteer. Third, EBA, and fourth, NSAP. So basically we will discuss this in detail. This one is very small, and these two are only for superficial version. So basically, 72% cases rises in UAPA 1967. What is UAPA? UAPA is Unlawful Activities and Prevention Act. 72% rises cases from 2015 to 2019. The highest number of cases can be seen in Manipur, it is 306 number of cases, then Tamil Nadu, and then the Jammu Kashmir. So, what are the challenges or the constraints of the UAPA against the Article 19? So, these are the four amendments that curtails the freedom of speech and expression. So, the first amendment 1951 put the word reasonable before restriction. So, there has to be a reasonable restrictions, and then the amendment of 16th Amendment 1967, it puts the reasonable restriction before the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India, and that put in article number 19 sub-article 2. Then the right to property, that curtails under 44th Amendment 1978, and this right to property is now a mere legal right under 300A article. And then the last but not the least, 97th Amendment 2011, that introduced cooperative societies under 19(1)(c). So these are the possible UAPA against the freedom of expression, that is article number 19. So what are the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967? So there are in total 4 schedules, and the number 4 schedule, schedule 4, that introduced or added in 2019 amendment. So these 4 are the schedules, but the major one that can be asked in the exam is schedule 4. This is the latest addition by amendment of 2019. So what are the definition of association, terrorist gang, terrorist organization? These are given in UAPA. What is association? Association means any combination or body of individual. What are the definition of secession? Secession of part of territory in India, that includes admissions of the claim of any foreign country to any such part. There is a definition of terrorist act, meaning assigned to it in section 15. Expression of terrorism and terrorist shall be construed accordingly. So this schedule 4 that added by the 2019, that put the word individual. This individual word is added in terrorist. So terrorist can be an individual or an association. So this is the latest addition. There is also terrorist organizations. There is also the definition of unlawful activity, tribunal, and terrorist act. So what we need to remember is the schedule 4 that is added in 2019, and in that there is a word individual that is added before terrorist. So that what we need to understand. What are the purpose? There are several speech given by Home Minister that it empowers the NIA. It is not misused against the urbanized, and there are different things. You can pause the video and read accordingly. So number two news for today is Ministry of Home Affairs informed Lok Sabha that cyber volunteer program has been rolled out for cyber hygiene promotion. So the Ministry of Home Affairs, through its cybercrime grievance portal, that is cybercrime.gov.in, aims to raise a group of cybercrime volunteers to flag unlawful content. As because for government there is not so much uh, power or so much content, there is so much content in internet that cannot be supervised by the government only. So government needs some volunteers to help the government. In that, the government categorizes the citizens on three behalf. One is cyber volunteer unlawful content flagger, one is cyber awareness promoter, and third one is cyber expert. So these are the three sub-categorizations of the citizens who are willing themselves to be a volunteer, or we can call cyber volunteer. So what are the unlawful content? So the unlawful contents, number one, is against the sovereignty and integrity of India. Number two, against defense of India. Number three, against security of the state. Number four, against friendly relations with foreign states. Number five, content aimed at disturbing public order. Number six, disturbing communal harmony. Number seven, child sex abuse material. Now, here we have some concerns. What are the concerns? Number one, government can misuse this power. Government can misuse this against the criticizer or the whistleblower. Number two, citizen can be enemy against themselves. Means A can be enemy to B if their their opinion doesn't match. So this can be a concern. Mostly, government can detain the criticizer who criticizes the policy of the government. Number third news is this article appeared in the newspaper in the context of enabling the business of agriculture 2019 report by the World Bank. So, what is the report? The report identifies and monitors regulations and policies that affect the livelihood of the farmer. What are the indicators? There are 8 indicators. First is supplying seed, registering fertilizer, securing water, registering machinery, sustaining livestock, protecting plant health, trading food, and accessing finance. These are the 8 indicators. Out of these 8, India ranked very poor of in the 5. So India's rank is 49 out of 101. So it can lead India is very poor. And France, on the other hand, performs greatly, and in Asia, Turkey performs well. So what's not measured? The soil quality, average temperature, precipitations level, the length of growing season. These are not measures. Coverage is already told 101 country. What are the significance? This can be a snapshot, key aspect to be considered by policymakers for boosting farmers' productivity, or in government's term, doubling farmers' income. India performs good in certain aspects, but India performs very bad in 5 of the 8 indicators. Number fourth news is Parliamentary Standing Committee on rural development slams government laxity in raising amounts. So there is NSAP, National Social Assistance Program. Under this, there are four schemes. Number one, Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme. Number two, Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension Scheme. Number three, Indira Gandhi Disabled Pension Scheme. Number four, National Family Benefit Scheme. And number five, Unlockable Scheme. So what are the schemes? You can see this in this picture. First, National Pension Scheme. There are merely 200 to 500 a month for senior citizens of BPL households. So this amount is very less. Widow pension scheme merely 300 to 500. Disability pension scheme 300 per month. Person aged 18 to 79. Family benefit only merely 20,000 after the death of breadwinner. Annapurna scheme is giving 10 kg of food grains per month for a senior citizens who are not receiving any pension. So these are the schemes under NSAP. So Parliamentary Standing Committee slams this merely giving the amount that is not good or not sustainable for the senior citizen or the disabled person or the widow person to survive by themselves. So government should increase this amount to from 1,000 to like 5,000. So that can be a possible alternative. So these are the four news for today. We discussed UAPA, that is the important area is Article 19 and several amendments. Total fourth amendment, post 16th, then 97th and 44th. Cyber volunteer, there are three subtypes. EBA 49 out of 101, and that is by World Bank. The report is by World Bank. And NSAP, there are 5 schemes, and the most important one is Annapurna scheme. So that's all for today. We promise to constrain ourselves under 15, and that's 13 only, my friend. That's it for today. We'll see you on next 15th or 11th March.